Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Animal Wisdom Tarot by Don Brunk, illustrated by, I believe, Ola Leola. And on the back here, if you like this, it's over here, somewhere. CICObooks.com. So if you look for them there, you can find that. This deck, I believe it's a newer deck. I should be looking for the date, but I don't see it. Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's Jesse Reish on the back. My grudgy box, because it's old. Alright. What do we have for Aries? That's really nice ending. Let's see how the tarot cards kind of match up with it. Oh, that kind of makes sense for Aries. Let's see how this goes down. Starting off, you got Safe Home Protection with two other cards that are defining the Safe Home Protection. Seeker of Shells, Polar Bear, and Donkey, Five of Fossils. So, the Seeker of Shells here, that's like the Page of Cups, usually. And the Five of Pentacles here with the, is that Pentacles? Yeah, with the Donkey is kind of like, I think we just talked about this last week with Aries. Not that it matters, but sometimes to get along with people, you just stay away from them. And when it's not like I don't think you're arguing. I don't think you're arguing with somebody. I think you're just kind of like had your limit. I think we just had this energy last week. Not that it matters, because these readings are valid for when you come to them, so whatever. I'm getting that energy though, kind of like they didn't do anything really wrong. You're just kind of like I've had enough. It's kind of like when you have just enough cheese dip and you're just kind of like just starting to taste salty. It's not bad. It's just kind of like I've just had enough. That's all. And at this point, you've just kind of had enough. So you're kind of keeping them on the outside. You still care about whoever it is. You just kind of want to stay away from them. And that's keeping everything good. Like, you have your distance. You have your time to just kind of have some time by yourself. You might for a lot of you, I think you're spending time on your own. You might be spending time with other people, depending on what works for you. But for a lot of you, I think you're spending time alone. Because you want to, not because of anything imposed on you. 10 of Fossils, the dog, Mermaid Magic, Seduction, and Beauty. I feel like people are trying to come on, Aries, come hang out with us. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. This is nothing new. I feel like this is normal for this situation with the dog, but I'm kind of getting that dogma feel. But it's not. It's just you're kind of like, oh, I'm busy, I can't, or I don't think you're saying I don't want to. I feel like you're avoiding that terminology, that verbiage, if you will. But it seems like they should know. Like, when you need some time to yourself, leave you alone, you want to have some time to yourself. So you're avoiding these people. I don't see anything bad with this. The Mermaid Magic Seduction with the Beauty is kind of like, they're questioning if you're upset with them or if they did something. But there's no need to get in those conversations. Like, no, I just need a minute. Like, that's it. I just need a minute. That's an Aries thing. I really think that's an Aries thing, where it's just like every now and then we just need to step away. Just leave me alone for a while. That's all. I just want to be left alone for a while. That's all. Nothing went wrong. Nothing's bad. Nothing negative about it. I just need a moment to just come to my own personal center and just be like okay with what I'm doing in life. That's all. Just need a moment to myself. Maybe I used to know in Aries that like to go away for 3 or 4 days and they just would watch movies and be alone and just maybe have some popcorn and do stuff like that. Just comfort food. Nothing went wrong. They just needed that moment to recharge their batteries. That was it. I'm getting after you have this moment. And this might be a thing for if this is really hitting with you already. Maybe you've done this in the past and you're due to do it again. Maybe this is something you've done once in a great while, or maybe you did more when you were younger. And the universe is saying that's something that could recharge your batteries. Whatever it is you used to do to step away and just enjoy time by yourself, just relaxing, let your mind unwind and not overthink about things. You need that. You need a moment here just to step away, decompress, and just do what you want to do away from other people. Because I'm getting the study with the joy for this situation is saying if you have time by yourself and people are outside of the picture, you might have a couple people around, but for example, if you're watching movies and somebody else is there, or maybe a couple people are there, there are people who are just quiet, or just they don't stress you at all. They're just relaxing, very calming for you, because they're saying you might need one of those moments at this moment. They're just saying if you're, especially if you're feeling kind of like agitated and just kind of like under the gun a lot, and it's like I don't really think it should feel that way, but I constantly feel that way. You might need one of these moments. Good energy coming in. Okay, you need. Okay, I'm still like they're stressing this. You need this moment to step away and decompress, whatever that means for you. When that moment passes, however you have to do it, however it works for you, you got harmony coming in with the creativity. There's something here waiting for you, but I feel like it's not easily seen because your energy might be very. I don't know. I'm seeing like static and crackles, and it's just like very on pins and needles, just kind of like I gotta get things done. Until you have this relaxation moment. Now I'm starting to stutter. What's up with that? That happened the other day too. Until I'm having this relaxation moment, until you've gone through that, the energy can't seem to settle and show you what it has to offer. It's just kind of like you have so much going on, so much going through your brain, like, okay, I gotta do this, okay, I gotta do that, all right, well, get out of my way, I gotta do this, or like, just do that. Like, I feel like you're having to handle people and do this and tell them to do that, and you're constantly keeping things going. That's why another reason you need a moment to decompress, which might be a challenge to find that in itself. But once that energy's been calmed down, there's something really good for you waiting for you to see it. And it's kind of like until the energy has relaxed and calmed down a bit, noticeably, you're not going to be able to see it. Because I'm getting harmony with creativity. You have to be in harmony with what's around you. Something really good here is waiting for you. And I'm getting the nurturer of branches. Like, it's like, this is kind of like the Queen of Wands. Somebody wants to include you in something. And they're waiting until you have a moment to do so. They're trying not to stress you. It's somebody who cares about you. I'm getting a very caring energy, but it's kind of like they're already seeing how you're already frazzled. Like, I don't want to. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be a good thing for you. I don't want to like add more confusion to the situation, and they're waiting for you to relax so they can actually include you into something you want to be a part of. You may want to be a part of. The energy is kind of like it still feels like volatile. I don't want to say volatile because it's not like you're fighting with anybody. It's just like I got a lot to do, and it's just like it's itching at me. I got a lot to do. I got things I got to get done. The Seer of Fossils, which is Page of Cups. The Earth Mother Cow is the Empress. There's something here coming for you. Like, there's something to come together for you. There's something waiting for you. But when the energy's so rocky or so, like, I can't get the word because like I'm seeing like whitewater rapids. Like when the water is like that, it's hard to see what's actually in there. When it cools down and calms down and gets a little bit more serene, you can see what's in it. You can see what's there to be offered. And I keep getting, like, especially when I'm seeing this cow picture, the cow is sitting down in the pasture, just relaxing, enjoying life. The cow is very bountiful, has a lot of gifts to bestow on people, looks out for others, and should be looking out for themselves as well, which I feel like Aries is good with that. Like, you look out for others, but you always make sure you're always included too, which is important. That's how you keep things going. That's part of the balance of give and take. And I'm getting the raccoon here with the Seer of Fossils. Fossils is Pentacles. But I keep feeling like something's being given to you. And it's kind of like you got to be calm before it comes to you. There's something waiting for you. But it's like the energy keeps jumping. It's hard to see it. If you don't get your complete calm down and cool down moment, it's going to be hard to get this. This is something really good for you. For some of you, maybe that's just an evening. I don't know if an evening would be enough, or maybe it's just kind of like I know this may sound bad, but maybe just taking a day or two and just calling in and being like, I'm just going to take 2 days, watch movies or catch up with TV shows, or maybe start a new TV show and just binge watch it for 2 days. And I'm just going to stay away from people. And maybe I have some things going on this weekend. Maybe I'll cancel a couple of those things and just spend that time with myself too. I'll just be like, I'm sorry, I don't feel well. And that'll be it. Because I feel like you really need that shutdown time. You really need that. Because I feel like everything, once you have that shutdown time, I feel like everything just seems to go back in line. And I feel like things get a lot more comfortable. You're a lot happier. A lot of good. There's something here waiting for you. I'm telling you, there's something here waiting for you, and somebody wants to help you with it. Something is waiting for you. The energy you have to have a moment. You have to have a moment to just relax. I'm really, really feeling that. I feel like it's really hard for it to come in otherwise, because the more I try to fight forward, and I was noticing that I kept trying to fight forward with this reading, and the energy got choppy and choppy and choppy, and it even got increasingly more choppy. But if you just pull back and you just let things settle and relax into your own energy, then the opportunity will present itself. And I'm getting true love come to me when you're at peace. Whatever it is, it's not going to come forward until you're at peace. And you have to have a peaceful moment. 3 of Branches is coming in. This is something you're going to move on. There's something active for you to do. It's just funny. You won't be able to see what you can actively do and actively enjoy. It's something that you really want, until you have that moment of peace and you kind of pull back and shut down. It's like, I think this whole reading was about that. Like, for a lot of you, I think that's what it's trying to say. You need this moment. You need this shutdown moment. Whatever that takes for you to get that, find a way to make it happen so you can have that shutdown moment. You can recalibrate yourself, have that moment of peace, literal peace, and then you can get this moment of clarity that you can get this gift, this true love come to me, and you can move forward on this new adventure. I know it sounds simple, but it's very interesting. The more I'm feeling it, like, and I think for a lot of you, maybe you saw last week's reading and they tried to make a point of that. Maybe I didn't say it right, or maybe it just didn't settle in the way it was supposed to settle. But I'm getting like, you really need this shutdown moment. You really need this so that you can come to your own personal center, find what you really love so it can come to the surface. It's almost like when the water's bubbly, it doesn't come to the surface. When the water smooths out, it just naturally comes to the surface and you see it. And you move forward on it. There's something here for you, but you got to be calm to see it. That's what I keep getting. And you notice I keep trying to fight it and try to get into it and try to get to it, which I do have an Aries moon, so that makes sense. But yeah, because I think I'm actually connecting into that Aries energy. I'm like, I want to do that myself. All right, that's it. It's there. The information's there. I feel like for those of you it's going to hit with, it's going to hit by now. All right, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to shut this down here. If you'd like a direct reading for me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.